Welcome to Block 1 Training 4 Black Banner CQB. Today we're going to be covering a L-shaped room with an extension, something commonly seen in our game. Let me just sort out the muzzle discipline here. Oh yeah, perfect. As said, in all these trainings we do not need to call our sets. What we will need to do is check the lock. If it is not on our side, we will simply call for a pan, or first man will say that he's panning. Alright. Either way, just say pan or I'm panning. Okay, I'm panning means first man pans across. Pan means that second man will cross. Okay. Now in this scenario, first man is going to pan across. We can do this either way as just stated. So he'll pan across. Second man wouldn't have moved out. He will just move in, take his position on the door, and then last man will budge up just a little bit. Okay. Alright. We see that it's unlocked, so what's going to happen in this scenario is that we are going to open the door. Okay, now how to open a door properly. What will happen when we need to open a door is we're never going to be the one to open it on our own. Okay, we will ask for a pan, someone pans across, and then we're ready. God, it's so buggy this game. We're ready to open the door. The main reason behind this is so we still have a gun in the fight. I know you can do that in Tavar, but it's still quite difficult with one hand. Okay, we're going to call for a breach, then shortly after we're going to open the door. Or we can say opening, any of the sorts so we don't get confused. At this point, what I would say to do in this scenario is for the second man on this side to take the center. Alright? Now, like I said, it's very dynamic, even in the sort of stricter CQB. This is not dynamic CQB, this is just our standard, well, advanced CQB. But it's quite dynamic. First man doesn't always have to be the one to enter. Last man doesn't always have to be the one to watch the rear, etc. So, I would just say I'm taking it, or taking it, unless first man wants to follow up with a bang. If he does, just wait for him to say breach. Opening doesn't necessarily mean breach. Alright, so first man will say opening when he's opened the door after he's called for a pan. Alright, on the call of breach, if he doesn't take it, then you simply can. However, let's say for this scenario that he does take it. Alright, what he will do, from the sort of flat wall extension, as we can see we do still have decent cross coverage, so we're not really at risk with hitting each other, is he's going to take that centre step, and he's going to cross over and ride this wall upwards. Okay, so like before, we're paying attention to that portion of the room. As we are in a split stack, this will be our second man. And then as he's crossing, he's going to first pay attention to that hard corner, then draw his attention to the rest of the room as he moves on. Second man's there to support him, being mindful not to push too far up the wall. As we can see, we don't want to really necessarily take that completely yet. And then third man will end up close to first man, okay, but he will be watching the rear. There is no room to fit another person in here, so that's why we need to operate quickly. As we can see, we were injured there, but that was good. The rabbit was the right distraction, and then we punched in, tried to eliminate that target hole. We were hit in the process. Now, simple laser shine, quite efficient. We just keep on going. Okay, so when he gets to around this point in your peripheral, right, that's when you punch out. Then we can simply just keep it going. First man would have took that corner a little shorter. However he didn't.